Mike, DJ Access here at Marquee in Chicago at the Danny Max booth. Big shout out to Danny. I have one of his Max Booth XLs that houses my Rane 12 as well as my Rane 72. But today we're talking about the Rane Performer. This is my first look at it. I saw that the YouTube videos started coming out. Happened to check out the exhibit floor and here we are. Rane Serato Performer. We got 4 decks. You have direct stem support acapella instrumental. Let's say you want all 4 stems. You have a button right here that's going to give you that. Sampler, roll, hot cue all come basic. Along with the double tap, you get the slicer, a scratch bank, your save loops, and your pitch play on the double taps. Pitch bend buttons right here, we love those. Solid pitch right here. Scroll buttons, and then a sensor knob, we like that. Stem split, I haven't messed around too much with that, but it's there for you if you need it. And then here, I'm pretty sure we're gonna have onboard effects. I can't confirm this because it's my first time looking at the unit, but that was one of the big complaints about the Rane 1 is that you had to use the Serato effects. It looks like these are all on-unit effects for the Rane Performer. So I'm gonna try and do some juggling here. The scratching felt good, but the juggling was a little difficult. It's very hard to do a backspin. So if I pull that hard, I should be able to backspin pretty heavily. I don't know if that's something you can adjust, but that is one thing for my juggling that I'm a little nervous about, so let's just mess around here. And see, that's what I'm talking about. See how many times I have to pull to get it back to where I need to be? That's not a good thing for beat jugglers. One thing I didn't mention that I mentioned in the last video is that you have your tension adjust for the crossfader here. So if you don't like it, now you can mess around with that right on the front of the platter. I love that. Crossfader contour looks like it's good.
All right. I need your help.
So I don't know how well you all can hear that, but the crabs are feeling really good on this thing, just right out of the box. I didn't have to adjust anything at all. Crabs are feeling good, cuts are feeling good. Let's try some stabs. So stabs are feeling good. Let's try some chirps. Chirps are feeling really nice. Now, juggling, I think I was having some troubles. Let's try it now. So what I was saying before, these platters are very heavy. Backspins are kind of tough, and it's hard to see on the screen where you are. I like to look at the bar, but they also give you this nice display here. But I don't know if that's gonna be an issue, so we're gonna try it out. So you see how many times I have to pull back? That's because the platter is so heavy. It wants to pull so hard.
Good. Try it.
So this is what I'm talking about. I'm gonna set the cue point with this at 12 o'clock, right? I'm gonna set it with that at 12 o'clock. I'm gonna pull it around, let it do its thing. And because I have this second cue point here, it's jumping. And so now when I go here, that's not actually where it's at. So I almost have to delete these 2 cue points, and now it should work correctly. Let's see if it works correctly now. Okay. There we go, now we got it. So like I said, these are really heavy platters, so it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to them, but I think with some time, it will work. Now, I wanna emphasize this again. If you have multiple cue points on your song and you're trying to beat juggle, it's always gonna jump to the 12 o'clock on the screen every time it jumps to a new cue point. Might be worth putting a little piece of tape on here, like old school records, if you're actually trying to do beat juggling. Otherwise, these cue points are gonna mess you up. But as far as being an update to the Rane 1, I love it. I just think the size is good. I can't tell the weight. Got in this Danny Max booth. Looks like you can either choose between USB or line. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that's noteworthy. We do have pitch bend buttons, dedicated loop controls. I think I'm gonna end up MIDI setting this loop on off to an automatic 4, and then I can always chop it in here. I'm not gonna lie, your boy is excited. I was not expecting to get my hands on this for a long time, so hopefully no one else is in line to check this thing out, but I'm gonna put it through its paces and I'll have more notes in a little bit.